this recording ni is with regards to conversations involving the former Prime Minister Najib Razak, former MACC Chief Tan Sri Zulkifli, a foreign head of state Datin Sri Rosmah, and a couple of other persons that we will inform you which we have identified. We have been given the recordings, but I won't tell you from where at this point. Pursuant to investigations, we can confirm their absolute authenticity. The contents are shocking. It's of cover-up and subversion of justice and institutions. In the public interest, we are making public the contents. We will now play the recordings to you. Bear with us, it will be roughly about 45 minutes of 9 sets of conversations. So I would like to invite my officer to start. So we'll hope to have your full attention. Once we have played, we believe some of you will be recording it as well. So I don't think we can keep replaying. So let's start. Okay, thank you.
Dia sini.
Ya.
Maaf ganggu malam ni.
Oh, it's okay. Ni tengok kau jap. Betul.
So, saya tadi kalau boleh nak jemputnya Datuk Sri. Because apa tu ketua siasatan itu kita dah terima. Kita jumpa Pegawai Negara dah terima benda tu Datuk Sri. Jadi saya nak update kenapa it's not very good kedudukan dia.
Macam mana dia berita?
It's not good lah.
Nama, yang 3 orang punya nama tadi
3 orang tu?
Ada 3 orang punya nama mention
Tak ada 3 orang.
Tak, yang 3 orang punya nama tu yang diorang nak ni
Datuk nama tu.
Ya?
Datuk Sri punya nama.
Datuk punya nama? Macam mana pula?
Ya, saya nak kalau boleh saya nak jumpa.
Ingat.
Halo, Datuk Sri. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Saya AG dah terima dan Datuk Sri. Semalam kita terima IP. Jadi dia cadangan tu is cannot lah. Very good lah. Not very good.
Mana pula? Kira-kira dia orang kata lain.
The IP with me, okay.
Sebab nak buat saya lah.
Bila saya tengok benda tu macam nak menangis saya rasa.
Jika saya tak terlibat langsung.
Masya Allah. Saya tak tahulah. Very clear, dalam tu seriously ada IP with me. Saya diarah sama dia Perbualan Negara lah untuk bantu dia.
Mana yang aku kata lain, cakap lain, buat lain.
Masya Allah. Datuk Sri dimaklumkan macam mana?
Dimaklumkan tak ada apa.
Ya Allah. Terus lagi saya hubungi Datuk Ghazali nak minta audiens untuk Datuk Sri. Bila saya tengok, saya macam nak menangis juga Datuk Sri. Sanggup to that extent.
Mana dia kata. Jadi kan benda tu keluar susah pula kita.
Ya, itu yang saya paling takut kan. Saya nak update Datuk Sri tadi minta pada audiens Datuk Sri.
Saya jumpa AG Entertain.
Okey lah, mungkin dia updatekan Datuk Sri. Tapi benda tu memang dengan saya dah. Saya dah memang dapat. Tadi pun kita dah. Saya dah ambil dah IP semua tu, buat turun masuk ke tempat saya. Tapi yang itu tak apa, saya dan Tan Sri AG tak ada masalah. Datuk Sri AG very good. Kita bersependapat, tak ada masalah. Cuma nak updatekan Datuk Sri apa sebenarnya bentuk cadangan yang dicadangkan oleh MACC sendiri, Datuk Sri.
Dia tak kena tu, kalau dia cadang tu benda tu terkeluar kan tak sedap.
Betul, Datuk Sri, itu yang kita risau sangat-sangat. Itu yang saya rasa Datuk Sri perlu tahu perkara tersebut. On the legal side kita boleh handle, Tan Sri Panji boleh handle, saya boleh handle, itu tak ada isu Datuk Sri. Tapi yang selain daripada legal tu, dan saya pun tak sangka to that extent seriousnya benda tu.
Mana dia main tu?
Wallahualam. Saya rasa Datuk Sri ni kena, minta maaf lah, Datuk Sri memang kena main.
Kalau kena main je ni.
Teruk Datuk Sri.
Ya.
It's better for me to, kalau boleh, atau atas sungai tunggu jumpa Tan Sri Panji hari Khamis minta maaf.
Pandi dah tengok dah.
Pandi dia tengok sekali lalu macam itu. Dia saya tunjukkan semalam tu part yang that part sahaja.
Dia pun terkejut.
Dia pun terkejut, memang terkejut. Dan dia semalam pun dah menimpa dah macam it's not very happy. Dia pun berfikir kan kita tengah plan lah macam mana nak buat benda tu. Tak ada isu lah, legal kita boleh support. Tapi macam Datuk Seri cakap lah, masalah seolah-olah keputusan kami itu betul dulu, maksud Datuk Seri.
Tak boleh itu mana bukan dia buat.
Itulah saya ada benda lain pula. Tadi pihak polis pun datang jemput saya buat ruang DB punya isu. IO IMDB jemput saya dan briefkan saya tentang kes tersebut. Jadi saya kata tak apa, IMDB tak ada isu dah sekarang. Polis pun okey dengan saya. Dan dia maklumkanlah apa peristiwa-peristiwa yang sebelum ini yang berlaku. Jadi bila saya dengar tu pun saya pun terkejut sendiri. Cuma rupanya bukan, it is not only yang ini is not gani patah seorang Datuk Seri. Ini dia sendiri dengar perkara tersebut. Kalau Datuk Seri nak, saya boleh bawa dia sekali jumpa Datuk Seri, dengar terus. He was present dalam meeting tu. Which is bila Datuk Seri dengar tu, dan konsisten dengan apa keputusan sekarang. Saya pun itu yang kita kena panggil sekarang.
Kalau ini sebaliknya kan dia akan keluar pemberian bocor kan.
Siapa? Itu yang kita tak dapat. Banyak benda saya nak explain betul Seri ni, because saya kasih Seri. Dalam kes ni jadi pelik ni ialah kalau Datuk Seri tengok kepada press release yang dikeluarkan baru-baru ni oleh Syukri, dia menyatakan bahawa kertas siasatan itu dibentangkan ke dalam panel khas. Kita pelik pula bila pula panel khas ni ditubuhkan. Panel khas ni pula terdiri daripada 5 orang. Dan kenapa pula ada perlu panel khas sebelum dihantar ke pejabat peguam negara? Jadi benda tu pula dia tulis itu diwakili oleh 5 orang panel khas yang terdiri daripada pakar-pakar. Jadi seolah-olah mengatakan panel khas itu juga telah bersetujulah dengan pandangan MACC. Dan yang peliknya hanya kes yang itu satu je. Dia ada 2 kes Datuk Seri. Yang kes yang satu tu saja yang dibentangkan dalam panel khas, satu lagi tidak dibentangkan dalam panel khas.
Ini betul nak mengena ni.
Nampak ni macam tu dah selesai.
Ini nak buat satu keadaan di mana politisi penduduk ni lalu suka mengingatkan.
Itu dah nampak ni selesai. Which is very bad. Saya tengok very bad. Kalau saya tengok tadi semalam pun dah sudah tengok saya tengok Datuk Seri, Masya Allah kata. Saya macam nak nangis tengok ni. Aduh, macam mana ni kata. How can they can come with this sampai sanggup macam ni kata.
Dia nak jadi satu kontroversi.
Because kita boleh handle sih masalah yang tertekan dibuat keputusan yang tidak selaras. Lepas itu kita tahu sama ada dia orang akan bocor. Dan ramai sekarang dah tahu PENUH ada 5 orang, Zri IO dengan berapa biasa ada lagi berapa orang I think more than 10, more than maybe 20. Kita nak cover macam mana Zri? Which is agak memeranjatkan juga. Ya, because dari apa yang maklumat yang saya dapat tadi lah, ada IO polis jumpa saya tadi dimaklumkan bahawa dalam satu pertemuan di rumah Basikani IO tersebut berada di sana sama-sama, dan Abu Kasim bagi tahu pada AG dia kata Tan Sri buat keputusan untuk tuduh sahajalah, Tan Sri pun nak bersara, you will be remembered by the people after this. This yang perkataan yang digunakan oleh Tan Sri Abu Kasim kepada Gani Patel dulu lah mesti, yang sebelum Gani Patel dipecat tu. Jadi kalau Tan Sri Datuk Sri tengok masa itu, it is not all this while to be kita katakan bahawa Gani memang yang jahat, tapi memanglah dia pun satu. Tapi how come benda tu sampai dia keluar dari mulut Abu Kasim kepada Tan Sri Gani, seolah dia instigate benda tu. Dan sekarang kita tengok Abu Kasim tak boleh kata dia nak cuci tangan Datuk Seri, that he did not involved with this decision. Yang pelik lah tu tak pernah dalam sejarah MBCC Datuk Seri minit.
Okay, we will be playing the second clip. This first clip that we played, the full clip is about 15 minutes, but I think you've heard the essence of the conversation. That was between Tan Sri Zulkifli. At that time, the date of that conversation, based on the document that we have received, is on the 5th of January 2016. Time is about 11:56. And this conversation, the first call was made by Tan Sri Zul. At that time, he was a prosecutor at the AG Chambers, and he made the call, and the first person to answer the call was Rosmah, Datin Sri Rosmah. We are assuming that this is a conversation by telephone. I think it's quite obvious that. And then the call was then passed to Datuk Sri Najib. And the conversation revolves around an investigation paper. As you can hear, there is an obvious leaking of information from the AG's chambers to the person who is, we believe, is a subject of investigation. So that is one serious issue of leakage. But we will brief some more after playing the rest of the videos. So the next clip, I think maybe we can give you a heads up. The next clip is about 2 minutes. Again, this is from Tan Sri Zul with why don't you hear out first who he's going to speak to? Maybe I'll keep the suspense. All right.
Datuk Seri, apa khabar?
Okay, though. Everything okay, though?
Sibuk Datuk Seri, sorry.
Yeah. No. Anytime for you. No problem. No
Just to
problem.
inform you,
Yeah.
last Thursday I dah prepare satu dah siap.
Yeah.
Lepas tu tadi just finish the second one.
Yes, sir.
Jadi semua dah finish, dah siap. Jadi besok we will brief Tan Sri lah. We dah fix the whole morning untuk kita orang brief.
Yeah.
Basically the write up or both dah ready.
Okay, good.
Okay, semua under control lah.
Itulah keadaannya. Dan saya di rumah. Kita lah dia kata, besok hantar balik lah.
Besok untuk pergi jumpa Tan Sri brief. Tak tahu apa dia nak buat decision. Mungkin dia dapat update Tan Sri. Datuk Sri.
So dia kan hantar, dia nak hantar balik. Okay, hantar balik belah sana, minta pergi 1 week.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I know you're doing very, very well.
2 weeks ni kita orang buat lah.
Itulah.
Tak tahu lah Tan Sri cakap apa Datuk Sri. Okay.
Okay, dia kata besok dia dapat beri meeting tu, dia nak tolak balik dari orang, kan? Minta ulasan dalam seminggu, lepas tu bisa 2 minggu betul lah.
Jadi kita ada 2 minggu tak ada weekend lah.
Thank you, brother. Don't worry. Nanti semua tu recorded. All very important. Very important.
Just update Datuk lah.
Thank you.
Okay,
take care, apa-apa kita boleh ya.
Okay, tak apa-apa ya. Okay, Datuk.
So,
thank you, Datuk Sri.
That was on the 17th of January, at about 12:20 p.m. The next call is on the 22nd of January 2016, about 10 at night, 10 p.m. Again, it's a call from Tan Sri Zul, and by this call, you will know who was the previous caller, because the identity will be revealed through that conversation. Yeah.
how was it? Good or bad?
Dia
They cannot do the fighting. Dia tak ada fighting lah.
Dia maintain the Sri. Kita hantar balik tu because we post certain question to them. Jadi when kita post certain question to them, with a view that they take that opportunity untuk review lah. Tak ada lah, dia orang tak review lah, maintain dia orang punya tu. Maintain, lepas tu nak cadangkan pula against dua orang lagi pak.
2 je lah. Dua je lah.
Tak, yang itu maintain.
Yang bos maintain lagi tambah 2.
Maintain, tambah lagi untuk 2 orang lagi. 4 orang. 4 orang.
Siapa orang? Rosmah, Syamsul,
Rosmah, Syamsul dengan Nick, dengan Subuh, dan Syamsul dengan Aziz.
Aziz mana?
Aziz satu something agaknya. Aziz mana?
Oh, ada Aziz lah.
Ada Aziz, bukan Aziz Rahim lah.
Alhamdulillah. So Aziz, Syamsul, Subihi, Nick. Nick Subuh, Aziz Subuh. Kira Rosmah tak ada, Alhamdulillah tak ada kena-kena tabung haji.
Tak ada.
Sudah dia Rosmah tak ada. Confirm
Confirm tak.
You dah baca banyak kali ya?
Baca lah, kita prepare ni. Ni nak final hari Isnin kita akan kasihkan.
So semuanya road to Mexico. Semuanya. Semua sekali tanpa pick.
Yang tu. No, yang tadi kita brief Nancy discuss tadi. What we
Ambil-
are going to
ambil
do
balik.
is on apa tu Tuesday. We settle number one dulu lah.
Okay.
Yang itu nanti
Dapat lagi your
we can
for
back
evidence.
for sama macam itulah dia kurang sesuai. Tapi we will settle that one first. Once and for all lah.
Yang part ni dia go for CP kan? CP apa tu kan?
Yang mana which one?
CP kan?
Yang mana yang untuk
Yang
support?
empat go for CP kan?
CB.
CP kan? Kita nak 420 atau 403 CP kan?
409
409
CBT.
Yalah. Okay. Your boss is calling me. I call you back later.
Okay, tak apa. Thank you.
How was it? Good or bad?
Okay, that was on the 22nd of January, yeah? I believe you can guess who that conversation was with, huh? Do you want to take a guess or you want us to tell? Okay, very good. Okay, you can be part of the forensic team.
Semua on the same year.
Sorry?
This one have the conversation semua on the same year.
Yeah. It's in the same year. It's a chronology. It's in chronology. Now, the next conversation is on the 26th of January 2016 at about 11:56 a.m. Now, you might want to remember that particular date. It is a significant date, which we will tell you later. But hear out the conversation first, because an event happened on that 26th January as well. So you will know it may be related to this content. All right.
Bos, sorry, apa ni? PM baru bagi instruction tadi.
Ya.
Yang fun ni, yang bos tunjuk semalam. Yang bos sebenarnya yang bagi kat PM ni kan, yang hak kopi tu. PM nak pergi ke Saudi. PM want a complete set. For fun yang pergi kat account semua tu kan. A complete set yang bos ada, because dia nak pergi ke Saudi, dia nak bincang ke Saudi.
Complete set yang semua masuk account dia.
PM nak tanya.
Dia bekal tak ada dekat nak minta kat NSC, tapi tak apa kawan kita lah, tak apa itu tak apa.
Bos cuba bos. Pasal saya nak dia bos, saya nak pergi ke Saudi tu kan. Dia hari ni tapi dia nak go through today tu kan. Okay, betul.
Nanti apa yang nampak kita cari apa yang tak lah.
Macam pertama bos tak ada di Jabat, dia akan ada di PWTC. Tapi kalau moleknya bos deliver kat rumah dia.
Apa yang cari tu,
Bos cari dah
nanti kita discuss macam nanti pun. Nanti cari tu.
Ambo siapa bos ni dengan jabe-jabe bos. Ambo tahu bos Penang ke bos?
Penang.
Ambo ngaji je saya bos. Ambo bini ke Kedah bos. Tapi ambo tak cakap luar. Bos. Nasi kandar bos, lain clear jelutung semua tu. Betul tak boleh?
Okay, we have verified after hearing that conversation. We believe that that voice belongs to, apart from Tan Sri Zulkifli Ahmad, the other person is a person by the name of Tan Sri Shukri from the PM's office. All right? Tan Sri Shukri.
Tapi Shukri the one who material the report.
Oh, okay. All right. That's not coming from us. Okay, so then that was this conversation happened on the, sorry, just now I said 26th of January. I need to correct that. This is 26th of February, that conversation. The earlier conversation between Aziz and Tan Sri Zul, that was on the 22nd of January. So mind you, the few days later something significant has happened, so you can relate to whether this conversation is related to that particular thing on the 26th of January. All right, and 26th of February, this was the conversation. Okay, conversation. We're going to play the next one. The next one will be a very short one. That's about less than 2 minutes.
Excellency, Mr. Khaldun.
Yes.
This is Najib, Mr. Najib, once again.
Oh, hi, Mr. Minister. How are you?
Sorry to bother you on the line. Has Rizal...
No, I've spoken to him. I've spoken to him. I've spoken to him, and we agreed that we're going to meet tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Okay, good. Do you want him alone, or you want him with a lawyer?
No, I think better for this we meet alone. I think after I meet with him alone, I can decide that how we can move for the next level. But I just need for the first sit down, just at least for me to understand directly from him what needs to be done.
Okay. Can you convey him? I'm trying to get him because he's in a meeting with his lawyer. I don't want him to spoil the thing if he brings his lawyer, because his lawyer is rather attached to him. Doesn't. Okay. Just tell him to come in.
I mean, what do you recommend? What do you prefer? If you want, I can bring a lawyer with me also.
No,
that way we can have a conversation with the lawyers. But I think it's better first time one-on-one.
Yes, one-on-one better. One-on-one.
Okay. I will communicate that.
You can call the lawyer, but not the first meeting. I think just the two of you will be better.
Okay. I think don't worry about it.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry about it.
Okay. Thanks.
That was a conversation between Dr. Sri Najib and the person by the name of Khaldun. And that was on the 23rd of July 2016. From the documentation that we have, it's about 2:49 a.m. in the morning. Now we're going to play to you another episode which is further down in the year of 2016, which is on the 22nd of July 2016. Again, this is a very significant date. There were some events that happened, and from the conversation you will know what they're talking about. So yeah.
Mr. Prime Minister, how are you, sir?
Oh, delighted to speak with you, Your Highness. I'm well, alhamdulillah, and I hope you and your family, they're well.
Everybody is just well, Mr. Prime Minister. How is the family there?
Good family, well here. Of course, we are experiencing a bit of dark cloud as a result of yesterday's announcement by the Department of Justice. That's why, Your Highness, it's important for us to resolve this impasse with respect to I-1MDB and I-PIC as soon as possible, so that we put a closure as soon as possible, because it's embarrassing both countries, embarrassing Malaysia, embarrassing UAE as well, and the personalities who are close to you. So I wish that we can find a solution as soon as possible, but it's difficult for me to talk to you on the phone. Would it be possible for us to meet as soon as possible so that we can work this out?
Mr. Prime Minister, it will be fine with me, but the only catch is I'm traveling with Sheikh Khalifa. He's in medical treatment now. He's going for a checkup for about 5 days, and I'm going to leave to see him after tomorrow and stay with him. But is it okay after that?
Where would Your Highness be?
I'll be home in about 7 to 8 days here.
7, 8 days.
If you think this is too late, I can arrange something else. I can let Khaldun come to you wherever you are, in a very under the radar, and sit with you and talk about it. He's somebody that I trust fully, Mr. Prime Minister, like myself.
Yes. Your Highness will be, where will Your Highness be on Sunday?
On Sunday I will be leaving to Sheikh Khalifa. It's Sunday actually, yes.
You're leaving what time on Sunday?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
Not in the morning.
Not in the morning?
No.
Would it be possible if I were to meet you on Sunday morning?
I can arrange that.
I will fly over on Saturday and then be with you on Sunday morning. Then after our discussion, Your Highness, you can proceed with your trip. Because this is very urgent, actually. If we not resolve this, the matter could escalate,
Okay. Can I call you back in about 3 hours or 2 hours?
Okay. Sure. You can call me, say, 11:30 our time, which is about 2.5 hours time. Is it possible?
Yeah, definitely. I'll call you for that.
Okay, good. Thank you, Your Highness.
Okay. Right, just a little bit of background before we play the follow-up conversation. We believe the Your Highness, the reference is to the Crown Prince of UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. So this is a conversation between the former Prime Minister with the Crown Prince of UAE. And I'm going to play the follow-up conversation.
Yes. How are you? Ready for the speak with Highness?
Yes, I'm ready.
Ready, huh? Okay.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Speak up.
Mr. Prime Minister, apologize to be late.
You're very prompt, not to worry, Your Highness.
No, not at all. Mr. Prime Minister, I have consulted my guys here, and I'm fine on Sunday, but the catch is into it. If this visit leak, it will be unproductive for you and for me. So I try to find another solution. Mr. Prime Minister, Khaldoon has the full authority from me, and I really genuinely want to find a solution for this problem.
Okay.
I think it's very important that somebody meet him. If the deal is fine with you and fine with us, I think we should go for it. I don't want to push this anymore. It's in our both interest, Mr. Prime Minister, to solve it.
Yes, it is our mutual interest, Your Highness. Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't think I should fly over? You think people will know about it?
I think people will just know about it, yes.
I see. But we really need to resolve this.
I can let him come there.
You want Khaldoon to come here?
I think Khaldoon can come there, Mr. Prime Minister, and or your minister can come and meet with Khaldoon.
When can Khaldoon come here?
I will call him now. He's in California in a visit, but I can let him snap and shoot from there.
I also have this personal request, Your Highness.
Yes.
That relates to Riza, my son.
Yes.
And his movie. You see, the problem is relatively small. If there can be an agreement with Sheikh Mansour to have a loan agreement signed, and he will pay back according to the schedule, that will show that it's a legitimate financing package. It's not money laundering, you see. At the moment, he's under a bit of pressure in America, and we're worried about him in case they make him the scapegoat, you see. would appreciate was the big package looks positive. We can find a solution, I believe. I would appreciate if that agreement can be signed quickly with Sheikh Mansour or whoever is designated by Sheikh Mansour, so that he can begin to pay back. He's paid back some. He continues to pay back, so that it would appear as legitimate loan agreement, which it is, you see. Because when he received it, the banks cleared the source of money, so he was not aware at all where it came from, you see. So I don't want him to be a victim when he was totally unaware about the source of money. He genuinely believed it was from Abba and under the instruction of Sheikh Mansour, you see. And also, I remember Your Highness also talked about helping him when he was when we were in Abu Dhabi. So
Never we want anything to happen to him.
that's right. So I need that agreement to be sorted out quickly, Your Highness. That's my special request. As soon as possible. You know, I mean, if Monday or Tuesday, we need to have that agreement signed. Can you suggest how we can do that?
I will do what I can now, Mr. Prime Minister, and I promise you, if it is in my power, I will do this. Just, I understand this is your son, and I really don't want to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he's totally innocent. All he wanted was to make movies, and there was an offer of loan from Sheikh Mansour, your side from Abba, and also you mentioned it when we were at lunch, remember, in the restaurant, about supporting him. So he thought everything was fine, you see. Now they're trying to connect him with one MDB's money, which is totally came as a shock to him, you see.
We will work on it, Mr. Prime Minister, inshallah.
But time is of the essence, Your Highness. We cannot leave it a day longer, because you don't want the Department of Justice to suddenly move against him, is it?
And beginning with the week, inshallah, we'll finish the some I promise you I will do that myself.
Thank you, Your Highness. Well, how do where do we go from here then? I mean, he's got all the documents with him.
Let me call Khaldun, Mr. Prime Minister, right now, and I will see how we can. I will let him to call your man and see how they can arrange a meeting immediately.
He's got the number of Amhari number.
Yes. Yeah.
If we can call Amhari straight away, and then can we work out how we can resolve it?
Mr. Prime Minister, believe in me, I want to finish this. This is bad, and I don't want to happen.
Thank you, Your Highness. This is very bad. Very, very serious. It could lead to something very, very unforeseen and catastrophic for me, for our government, and also for you on your side. So it is to our mutual interest that we, being so close, we need to resolve this. It's not something which is not impossible. It's something which is actually within our means to resolve it.
I agree.
Yeah. So I'll. What do you want me to do, Your Highness? Just.
But still, Amhari, Mr. Prime Minister, Khaldun will tell you.
Call Amhari?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I will let Amhari straight away, Your Highness. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. Yes.
How are you? Ready for the speak?
Okay. Sorry. The person by the name of Khaldun refers to Khaldun. Sorry. When they are mentioning the name Khaldun, it refers to Khaldun Al-Mubarak, which is the Chief Executive of Mubadala Development Company, MTC. Khaldun, just for background info, is has connection with the 1MDB when Malaysia was almost dragged to the international arbitration court when 1MDB failed to pay its bond that was guaranteed by IPIC. So just for your background knowledge, Sheikh Khalifa refers to Khalifa bin Zaid bin Sultan Al Nahyan. That is the president of UAE. And IPIC, you know, that's the International Petroleum Investment Company. And Sheikh Mansour, which was also mentioned, is the chairman of IPIC. Just for background. This was on the 27th of July 2016 at 12:46 a.m. Yeah.
Okay.
Datuk eh?
Sekejap ni.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Can I advise you? Can I advise you something?
Yeah, hang on. Okay, anything?
No. You please don't listen to me. You know why? They tell you to slow down on Abu Qasim. And Abu Qasim is making statement, based on Vienna Convention, ambil gambar dengan Pak Lahab. We are making him looking like a hero, and you are the villain, see? And all these 5 people, can they see that their first priority is you, not anybody else?
Which 5 people?
Dia lah office lah, Shahlan dah convince Tengku, dah convince Amhari, dah convince, you know, like you, kita ni semua villain, you know?
No. I allowed Azwan to make the statement. Dah impact, dah bagus, dah.
Azwan, okay, fine. Now, today Abu Qasim in beritahu, why is it that they allow Abu Qasim ambil gambar dengan Pak Lah lagi? And he got the cheek to tell Pak Lah and everybody else except you, okay? That's not fair. So please, darling, just...
Okay, understand.
Go by you.
No, I've already signed a letter for Zul's appointment.
Yes. And Abu Zahar can make like statement, must be for... Because they have lobbied, see? We know they have lobbied.
Because Zahar jangan buat statement, biarlah.
Ya, but Abu Zahar dalam pencarian. Does he know what he's talking about or not?
Itulah dia. Okay.
No, I don't like this. Darling, you are the Prime Minister. You should take in charge, not anybody else, okay?
Yeah, I understand.
And you've got goons around you to advise you. Because I told Shalan, kalau you nak tolong, kenapa you tak tolong last week when the moment the thing happens like that? You should have time and person. I said, how can I help? I went after one week. I said, now you stop telling me. We can resolve this. I said, what? I said, I don't understand. Because orang dapat complain against Abu Qasim, he's in trouble. Baru you nak datang, nak cakap. Kenapa you tak cakap one week ago? Yang kita ni 1 minggu, yang kita ni sakit hati, sakit badan, sakit kepala. So apa Amari? The thing is not difficult. Just solve and just say that. Withdraw the arbitration. That's the first step. Then I said, they have to trust us as much as we trust them. You know?
That's right. That's why Amhari told me. I said, you go and talk to Khaldun. Try to convince him this. There is no point going for arbitration. You go for arbitration, everybody will get hurt. You see, I can speak to the Crown Prince. The Crown Prince, the Arab style, they'll go back and say, I need to consult Khaldun. Balik pada kat situ.
Of course, you cannot blame him. Okay, that's the budaya dia. So we have to work around the budaya, the culture. I don't know. Maybe Khaldun should come here, you know, and talk to you and, you know, and Amhari separately. Yeah. That's how I feel. Not just talking over the telephone. It doesn't work. See?
You can invite him here. Sure.
Invite him, sort it out once and for all, and put it to Khaldun. And he knows us. Bukannya dia tak kenal kita. Kau dah makan minum rumah kita semua. Please invite him.
That's a good idea. We can invite him here. Sure. I'll tell him that.
And Amhari and sit down and sort it out. So and the totality of the picture. And then in the meantime, we can also sort out Rizal. Rizal punya masalah. Bukan banyak. The masalah is just that, you know, somewhere along the line, you know, the thing, ini is not completed. Itu je.
Sure.
So I think the best thing, he can bring his lawyers, come down to it. I think a lot of things will be resolved.
Malam hari cakap dengan dia kat LA, dia cakap dan tak tunggu siang, nak tunggu malam, you know.
Okay, I can suggest to Amhari, invite him here. Yeah.
And then after you say, then we tell conference. Okay, Cabinet is here to talk to us and settle it all. Once and for all. Then we wasted 1 week already.
Yeah. We can invite him here. Yeah.
Immediately.
We are not wasted. A lot of things are moving already.
Yeah,
A lot of things moving. Dia orang ni, dia nak tengok some movement on the other side, the Chinese side.
It doesn't matter.
So the Chinese side is moving already, you see.
That's why, darling, there's not many things you can talk on the phone.
Yeah, okay. We can invite him here.
Right in here immediately. Okay?
Yeah.
And then we tell the company, let's pass the message that Kabul is coming here, we'll resolve. And I think he'll be very happy. I know for sure Chairman wants to solve this, I don't solve this, conference wants to solve it. But they're not the kind of people who sit down and talk to you see?
Okay, we can do that.
Ada duit aja.
I'll speak to Amhari after this. I'll tell him to invite.
All you stop to God dulu. Tak pernah dari kita tak payah nak. I think you know lots of the things sorted out. Please come here, then we can solve everything at one go. Just tie right now. So tak siang, tunggu siang sini, tunggu malam dalam, tunggu siang, siang malam, there's some 24-hour gap.
Okay.
Please, darling.
I'll speak to Amhari. Yeah.
Okay. So I believe that you got the gist of it. That was on the 27th of July, 2016. The next one is on the 29th of July, 2016, at about 12:14. This is going to be about 5 minutes between Datuk Sri Najib and the individual we believe is Amhari.
You managed to speak to him?
Yes, I got an update for you.
Yes.
He's suggesting conclusion. He's suggesting when he's in Abu Dhabi, because he's very, very, very concerned about where he is and all these calls. He's getting a bit worried about all these calls going around. They're not comfortable. So he said, at the very least, if please tell your principal that although I do not agree, I think it's best that to protect our principles that we don't speak. He said, but if he insists, then at least do it in when I'm back in Abu Dhabi. Lepas tu dia cakap lah, dia tengah cuci semua, dia tolong juga apa semua untuk solution number 2. So dia macam a bit stressed up lah, a bit wind up lah, not me stressed, he's wind up. We're still laughing about it, but it's a bit wind up lah.
But the most important, the thing is, susah lah macam ni, dia tak nak jumpa pula di Jakarta.
Dia nak bercakap lah, dia kata nak jumpa pun dia kata sangat bahaya, dia kata. That's the thing. And then they're still talking about we established the communication back channel, dia kata, and the whole idea was to bring the beef, and he said we stick to that, dia kata. And then after that, even with option 2 wasn't on the table, but then option 2, while I was on holiday, I helped out because the two principals spoke. So dia kata that one is ongoing and it's going to happen, I think, the next 2 days. So that's going to happen. But to speak to, dia kata, we need to this is very they're very worried lah, very dangerous. Cakap macam ni takut bocor lah apa semua. So he says that at the very least when I'm back Abu Dhabi, we can have a conversation on this with your principal. That's what he said lah. He was quite near. He was quite firm on that.
But on the second thing, he will see to it that happen. The second part.
Yeah, the second part. He says that the second part is that the two players will meet up, and then his guy will come back and report to him what is the deal on the table, and see whether he can work on that lah.
The second part is simple. The second part is just for Chairman Su to sign a letter to say that amount was a loan. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I'm sure his lawyers will then advise him, whatever the repercussions and whatnot. But he says that whatever he can help, based on the two principals conversation, he will help. That's mine. But like I said, please tell your principal that for the principal to talk to me, it's very risky, and we should protect our principals, and it's very risky. And
I know, but we want things to happen. Things don't happen.
Tapi orang Arab pun macam tu juga kadang-kadang kan.
Dia dragging the whole thing, susah pula kita.
Pada
dia tak apalah, kita ni more exposed daripada dia.
Betul.
Dia bukan demokrasi, dia boleh duduk
sama kan, tak buka apa kan.
Tak ada apa kan.
But I don't think, and whatever he say entirely is, he's being fair. I think we have a case. But the only thing we need to manage dia punya situation lah. Dia kata dia tengah cuti, lepas tu dia tolong juga, lepas tu ini risau. Dia memang risau lah, all this thing bocor apa semua ni, dia risau. Dia kata if this goes up, then it's very difficult for me to work. Even when you came, it came out in the pin. I'm sure it's not from you because you don't know money, but somebody leaked it who is sharing all this, and I'm not comfortable. But that one I discounted it, and in fact I wasn't comfortable with it, but I discounted it. I still carry on. So all these things we need to protect. Dia memang risau bab tu lah. Kalau itu yang kita kena protect betul-betul. Kalau that, itu dia. So sorry sir, I really
sabar. Sabar. You try your best. Memang Arab ni memang susah.
But on Saturday, I can arrange a conversation with you. Saturday petang atau Saturday malam.
Yeah, to at least settle benda tu dulu lah, yang the second part.
Yeah, the second part dia meeting up. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's it.